Hello and welcome to Quick Charge. I'm Mikey G, and it's Saturday, October 14th. Tesla has been spotted starting to deploy new version 4 Superchargers in the US. Over the last few days, we've learned of at least 3 Supercharger stations currently being deployed. One of them is being deployed in Wilsonville, Oregon, and another in Sparks, Nevada that is retrofitting a version 3 station. There's also similar hardware to what has already been spotted in Europe. And finally, the last one in the US was spotted under construction in Prattville, Alabama. Tesla has yet to bring the stations online, but there's a clear ramp-up of construction for version 4. The new Supercharger is quite important for the network expansion because of the new format, which has a cable that is 3 feet longer. This will be critical to adapting the charging experience for both the Cybertruck and also non-Tesla EVs. We have seen the Cybertruck charge at version 3 Superchargers. It's possible, but not ideal. Tesla has been starting to sell a limited edition Cyber Beer and Cyberstein product. It's the latest in a line of novelty products from Tesla. They have sold a number of funky products before, including shorts, a whistle, an in-car karaoke microphone, tequila, Giga beer, and who could forget the Cyber Spoon? Actually, Elon Musk didn't even think that one was real, but it was. But now Tesla has another alcohol-related product for sale on its site, and once again, it's not cheap. Though at $150 for 2 bottles of beer, and one is even pricier than the last one, it's at least getting some reusable steins to go along with it. Tesla is taking orders now and expects to start shipping the product in late October, perhaps time for Oktoberfest. Someone has found a Tesla Cybertruck release candidate, and they pulled out the measuring tape to figure out how wide it actually is. Now, despite expecting the Cybertruck deliveries to start in the coming weeks, there's still not much we know about the electric pickup, including the final dimensions and specs. A member of the Cybertruck Owners Club posted some images where the poster measured the width of the Cybertruck from the back and confirmed a width of 78 inches. This was the widest part of the vehicle with 72 inches at the rear bumper. This would make the Cybertruck a bit less wide than other popular pickups like the F-150, but then again the measurement is not exactly 100% accurate. This actually reminds me of when the Model Y was about to be released. Electrek reported on someone placing a water bottle underneath the prototype to try to discern the ground clearance. Those were the days. A man who managed to swindle Tesla into giving him one free car after another has received a 4-year sentence for fraud. This wild story actually first hit our radar back in 2019 when we reported on the remains of a burned Tesla Model X being spotted on a frozen lake in Vermont. The Office of the United States Attorney for the District of Vermont eventually brought a case against Michael A. Gonzalez. They wrote in the indictment, quote, "Between September 2018 and January 2021, Gonzalez obtained 5 Tesla vehicles worth a total of approximately $607,000 from dealerships in New Jersey, New York, Massachusetts, and Florida. For each vehicle, Gonzalez made an initial payment of approximately $2,500 and then arranged for electronic funds transfers to cover the balance of the vehicle's price from accounts with insufficient funds or from fictitious accounts. Gonzalez took delivery of the vehicles from Tesla before Tesla discovered his failure to complete the final payments. Gonzalez resold or attempted to resell 4 of the 5 vehicles." Now, if you're curious, the 5th vehicle was the one that was not sold, and that was the smoking gun. Mr. Gonzalez attempted an insurance claim on the vehicle that was burned on top of the frozen lake, and of course it didn't hold water. And Gonzalez has been sentenced to 4 years in prison for all this work. Europe's latest automaker is struggling to keep up as the industry goes electric. Although Volkswagen's EV sales climbed in September, new orders are failing to maintain. Volkswagen sold 531,000 electric vehicles in the first 9 months of the year, which is up 45% compared to last year's number. The third quarter numbers were up, but not enough to paint a rosy picture. According to a Volkswagen spokesperson, the growth in the third quarter was fueled by a higher backlog, which has been waiting to be processed. Hildegard Wertmann, who oversees Volkswagen's marketing and sales, explained, quote, "Our order intake is below our ambitious targets due to the lower-than-expected overall market trend." Volkswagen indeed lowered its guidance earlier this year as it aims for 8% to 10% of EV sales, which is down from 11% previously. Now, the struggles have led Volkswagen to cut temporary workers and pause production at 2 German plants just last month. Ford's F-150 Lightning production woes may have hit another hurdle. The automaker revealed plans on Friday to temporarily trim one of 3 shifts at its Rogue EV plant in Michigan, where the F-150 Lightning is built. According to a new report from Reuters, Ford said multiple constraints, including supply chain, were behind the cuts. Now, it did not say how long the production cuts would last, and noted that it would rotate the shift being trimmed. Now, the Wall Street Journal reported earlier that a United Auto Workers official said in a memo earlier this week, quote, "It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that our sales for the Lightning have tanked." Now, this news comes as just earlier this week, Ford was offering greater incentives on various trim levels for the electric truck. Kia is following the footsteps of Ford, General Motors, and Rivian as it prepares to, quote, "be reborn as a central brand." Now, what that actually comes down to is plans to build a second factory for purpose-built EVs. Kia aims to take advantage of the growing need for ride-hailing, delivery, and business-to-business vehicles. The company's first purpose-built EV, which is codenamed SW, will be revealed in 2025 and will aim for exactly that. Now, following that, Kia plans to expand into large-size purpose-built vehicles that will be used for fresh food delivery, logistics, shuttles, mobile offices, and stores. Kia then expects to make smaller versions, and they even say they have plans for a robotaxi. In today's community comment found on YouTube, Dadali8851 says, "I have to comment on your work ethic and dedication. Putting out a new video every day is a bear. Your grandmother can certainly be proud of you." Well, thank you very much, Dadali. Indeed, it is quite a lot of work to put these out every day, but I enjoy it. It is great to serve you as a community and to kind of grow with the burgeoning EV market. It is a vision of mine that people can rid themselves of the shackles that gasoline prices can tie them down to. And really, if everyone could just travel anywhere that they wanted to for free, that would be incredible. Really, I think about it quite a bit. That would be more or less teleportation. If you could describe a vehicle driving across the country for free, powered by the sun, on this track of pavement, if you were to describe that to like George Washington, he would say, yeah, that's pretty much teleportation. Anyways, it'd be great, and I really look forward to that day. Thanks for watching Quick Charge. I'm Mikey G, and I hope you have a great day.